Well, it's day two, and I'm just trying to keep myself busy doing everyday mundane chores like laundry and watering the plants and cleaning out the litter box and folding towels and checking on my garden. Those things, they help and they take my mind off the things that I can't fix right now. So I'm just going to focus on that and my granddaughter, and it's going to be a good day. But I need coffee first. So yeah, it's day two, and it's going to take a while. It's not something that's going to happen overnight, and I knew that. Um, but I'm trying to stay busy. I'm trying to do things that I can control, and it helps. It helps take my mind off things. But those thoughts still invade my head, and I have to push them out. No, no, I can't worry about this right now. It's too much. Because when you worry and you stress about things, you release these chemicals, and I can feel it. It's toxic, those stress chemicals. And it's going to take a while to get it out of my system because I've been worrying. I've been on worry mode for so long. And I'm just going to take it a day at a time. Right now, we have a full house. This is my granddaughter's last week. She's leaving Saturday. I know I keep mentioning that. But in the meantime, some of her cousins are here. They want to spend as much time as possible with her. And I have a tiny house. I tell you guys that. And a lot of people say, oh, that's not tiny. It's 1,700 square feet. Anything less than 2,000 square feet is considered a bungalow in California. Look it up. So I have a bungalow. And when you have 7 people here, sometimes 9, and all their stuff, it seems even smaller. You know, we've got mattresses squashed in together in the rooms and lots of bags. Well, I think you saw earlier when I was watering the plants in here, because this is the craft room and it is full. But that's okay. I love it. And I love all the commotion, and it does take my mind off of other things, watching my grandkids together. And it's a lot of work. There's more laundry, there's more bedding and towels and dishes and cooking and stuff everywhere. But it's just part of it, you know? And like I said, I'm okay with that. That part doesn't bother me. I know for some people that's the part that stresses them out. But as long as I can keep up on it, you know, and doing those things, I'm keeping my mind busy, you know, with mindless things. And that's good for me, you know, like watering my plants and doing dishes and vacuuming and all that stuff, and folding piles of blankets every day and picking up pillows. And, you know, those things actually help. If they weren't all here, I would probably dwell on the world's problems, right? So I'm thankful that they're here. But like I said, I've been in this worry mode for so long. It's just my natural go to. As an empath, if you're an empath, you know we feel everybody's emotions, not just our loved ones. The cashier at the grocery store, my banker, wherever I go, if somebody's hurting or upset about something, you feel it, and it's hard. It's hard to go around being totally happy and oblivious to other people's pain. Unless you're completely selfish or cold-hearted, it's impossible, because everybody's like, oh, you just need to tune them out. That's easier said than done. And people that say that, they're saying it because they don't know my family. They don't care about my loved ones, but I don't imagine they are tuning out their loved ones, right? It's different when, it's easy to tell other people to tune out their family and friends and loved ones. But anyway, this is something that it's going to take time. I'm just going to keep moving forward. And I think that's the best thing, is just making progress in areas I can. There's some areas I can't do things about right now, but there are areas where I can make progress. I can take care of things. And that's what I'm working on. And that gives me a sense of what's the word I'm looking for? Productiveness? That's not the word I'm looking for. Gives me a sense of, what's the word I'm looking? See, that happens to me when I get stressed. I lose. I'm not as sharp. They say that happens when you're depressed too, but I don't think I'm depressed. I've been depressed. I know what depressed is. This feels more like stress to me. And like I said, I still have moments of happiness, through it all. I can still feel happiness. I'm looking outside right now. I'm in my craft room and it's so beautiful out, and that makes me happy. And I'm thinking of what we're going to be doing this week before my granddaughter leaves, and that makes me happy. And the comments from you guys from yesterday make me so happy. I'm not alone. We all go through this. And some of you have learned how to handle it better. And I'm working on it. And I appreciated the advice. And that's all we can do, is work on it. It's not going to happen overnight. But I'm just trying to do the best I can do. And it's just my natural personality. I've always been like this. So to get to this point after 63 years, it's not one of those things I'm just going to change overnight. I'm just going to, tune everybody out, just focus on myself, and whatever will be, will be. I can't do that. But I can't overreach. I can't jump in like Superman and save everybody from themselves and life. All I can do is sit back, be here for them. If they're absolutely, have nowhere to turn to, they know I'm here for them, and I'm loving and supportive and be nurturing, and I will offer advice if asked, not unsolicited advice. And I try to be balanced. I try to see all sides and try to figure out what's best for everybody involved, and like I said to somebody, it's easy for me to focus on other people's problems because it takes my mind off of mine. Because obviously I'm not working on my issues. There's things that I can't control right now. And so instead of dwelling and feeling terrible, when I focus on other people's problems, they always look way easier than mine. And so I feel helpful and productive when I can do these things for them. But I really need to focus on mine. It's avoidance. I'm famous for that. So I need to, spend a little more time working on my issues, because I'm no good to anyone else if I'm not in a happy, healthy place. So I got to work on that. And right now, that means cleaning my house, drinking my water, getting on my new treadmill, watering my plants, doing Uber. Did you see my pumpkins? Well, they're my husband's pumpkins, but they're really for me. They're mine. getting huge already, and we've got a couple months before we even pick them. So that makes me happy. Halloween will be here before we know it. That makes me so happy. I love Halloween. I know, I'm crazy. All the holidays, really, fall is the gateway to everything. It all starts. So, yeah, I need to get ready for that and just keep moving forward. That's all we can all do. Just keep moving forward. How long have I talked? Not too bad. Oh well. Or my grandkids want some lunch, so I'm going to let you go and go downstairs, and I will be back tomorrow. But thank you guys again for being here. I appreciate you guys so much. It really means a lot to me, to know, for one, I'm not alone, and that other people have been through it and survived, and I will too. Anyway, thank you guys. I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video.